What was Brooklyn King Radio? It was pirate radio frequency 1002.96. It was raw. It was crazy. It wasn't hood. It was neighborhood. See, if it was going down in New York City or any of the 5 boroughs, we were on it. Before there were podcasts, there was Shoutcast Radio. Before there was iTunes, there was Winamp and LimeWire. And before there was anything called the Breakfast Club, there was already a show in New York with 2 crazy guys and 1 woman keeping it all together. These are the archives of Brooklyn King Radio, the wildest show that you never heard of.
Maury Povich is the fucking man, people. I'm gonna tell you right now, that nigga's the fucking man. This white man is making a living off dumbass bitches, for real. I mean, let me tell you something. I ain't never seen so many bitches get fucked, alright, and don't know who the father they fucking kid is. This shit kills me.
Yo, that's my favorite shit to watch on TV, man. Them fucking paternity tests.
Yep.
That is, yo, that's the shit right there.
That motherfucker sit there, that motherfucker be like, alright, now, you're absolutely sure that he's the father. Yes, I know he's the father. I know it. That motherfucker come outside. That motherfucker like, yeah, yo, man, that's right, baby. Yeah, baby, North Carolina, yo, this ain't, yo, I'm telling you, I ain't got to, yo, this ain't my fucking kid. Motherfucker be losing their mind, all that bullshit. So they sit this nigga down, they calm him down. And this bitch be egging him on like, that's right, nigga, this your fucking kid. This is your kid. You gonna pay support for your kid, nigga. You gonna pay that shit. That motherfucker come out with them DNA tests. When it comes to little Hezekiah, you are not the father that shit. Oh, you stupid bitch, motherfucker be. And that bitch get up and run. Yep. Why in the fuck do you run for? You was talking all that shit before. Sit your ass there and take that shit. And then that nigga dancing like a motherfucking clown, yo. Because let me tell you something, people. Child support ain't no motherfucking joke, boy. That shit'll take your manhood straight from you, boy. Fuck the bullshit. Let me tell you something. If you got a car note, if you like to go out drinking, you better cut all that shit out. There's a reason why niggas run away from child support. Child support ain't no fucking joke. That is the government taking every piece of shit that you got, yo. That shit ain't no fucking joke. But them bitches, they'll sit up there, let you fuck them and shit, and let you fucking, like, you know, you might make a mistake and shit, or you might be dumb enough to squirt a load in these bitches and shit, man. And then they'll figure they got your ass for life, which is almost what they do, because you got to pay that support until that kid is 21. That's 21 years. 21 years of you supporting this kid, and the kid gets more expensive as they get older. It's not a fucking game, all right? But yo, that Maury Povich shit is the shit. I sat there and watched that shit. I was home for about a good month. I watched that shit every fucking day. And I ain't never heard so many "you are not the fathers" in my fucking life, man. None of these bitches.
The boy was like, yo, Maury, I knew that shit. I knew she was a fucking hoe.
Yo.
My boy fucked her last week.
Exactly.
She fucked her. Sean fucked her. Everybody fucked her. I knew that shit.
Yo, Maury got so many niggas on his show that Maury know the handshake. That shit is fucking funny. Maury do the handshake. Maury sit there, clap you 5, and hug you. Yep. That nigga Maury is a nigga now. Yep, exactly. That nigga Maury Povich is a fucking nigga. Yep. That shit had me fucking crying, man. Yep. But like I said, he making a living off them dumbass bitches. And you know what, people? There's a lesson to be learned there, man. All right? That's the state of fucking America, man. These bitches don't know who the fuck their father of their kids is. This is a shame.
That shit is sad.
That's a fucking shame.
Yep.
All right? Let me give you cats out there a fucking piece of advice. All right? If you young cats, all right, bad enough you going raw. All right? Bad enough you going raw, but fuck it. If you're going to go raw, let me help you. All right? If you're about to come, pull your shit out and jack that shit off. All right? Jack it off on her ass, jack it off on her face, whatever. All right?
If you don't know how to do it, man, watch porns, man. They show you how to do that shit.
Porn, yo, even porn stars do it.
Yes.
Never in your life have you seen a porn star nutting a bitch. You might have seen it maybe once or twice, because I've seen it. But that's not the thing that they do. The thing that porn stars do is fucking pull out. Cornus interruptus. That's fucking Latin for it. All right? Pull that fucking shit out and squirt a load on that bitch's face and shit. All right? That's the way it fucking rolls. All right? Let me tell you cats out there something. If you sit up there and you try to get that last stroke, it will kill you every fucking time. All right? That last stroke, I know, brothers, all right? When you sit up there, and you doing all that shit, you sit there doing all that shit, and you sit up there feeling it. All right, and you get that last stroke is the that shit right there. That one right there. Stop. There is no last stroke. The last stroke is indeed the death stroke, because when you squirt a load in that bitch, you's as good as dead. All right? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, when that kid come out, and God, oh God, if you're cursed to have that fucked up chromosome that gives twins, oh, for the love of God, Joe, fuck the bullshit. Let me tell you cats out there something. If you're gonna go roll with these bitches, do not, and I repeat, do not get that last stroke. Never. All right? The Big T has never made a mistake ever. All right? That's because I know. That's what I know, the benefits of jacking off. That's the way you do it. You pull out and you fucking explode on that bitch's ass or her face. Get a little bit in her hair. It pisses her off, but it's funny. All right? So do that shit too. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's up. Then you don't have to worry about being on Maury. Then you know without a shot of a doubt, like let's say you fuck this bitch and shit, now she's on Maury, all right? He's like, yeah, T is the father of my motherfucking kid. I'ma get that nigga. I'll be right on the fucking show. I'll be like, yo, Maury, what's up? Get that nigga a pound and shit. I'll be like, yeah, so why you feel about this, T? Listen, Maury, I'm just ready to get out of here so I can finish my burger, all right? I just came back from fucking Wendy's and shit, man. I got a burger waiting for me. I'm not the father of this bitch's kid. I squirted on this bitch's face. Now, unless she wipe that shit off her face and put it on her fucking cunt, all right? I'm not the fucking father. You see what I'm saying? Now, see, there's something else you cats want to watch out for, too, because there's some scandalous bitches out here, all right? I ran into a chick one time that really dug me and wanted to have my fucking kid, all right? I squirted on that bitch's ass and shit, right? But that bitch, cum is alive, people. All right? If you leave that shit there, that shit'll move. That shit is some ooze. All right? That shit'll run right down and crack her ass and shit, and then that motherfucking cunt is a wrap. All right? You got to wipe that shit off. Now, when I was squirting on this bitch's ass, she stood there shaking her ass. You know what I'm saying? Trying to let that shit slide down. Like, yo, bitch, what the fuck is you doing?
Hey, that shit looks cool.
It looks cool, but it ain't gonna look cool when you in front of that motherfucking judge and shit. All right, you'll be paying $130 a week. It ain't gonna look cool then, nigga. All right, that's what I'm trying to fucking tell you. When you squirt a load on these bitches and shit, leave nothing to chance, cats. All right, you get yourself a fucking tissue or something, or your fucking hand. Fuck it, you know what? Don't even come on that bitch. Come in your hand. Come on your fucking hand and shit. Squirt a load in your hand. Take that bitch face, slap the shower with that shit, and run off.
I stay above the abdomen, man. Bust on their tits, their neck, or their face. That's the fucking safe zone right there. But that shit to run all the way down, you will see that shit and catch that shit. You know what I'm saying? By the time you get that towel or that rag and shit, that shit will be by like your stomach. You caught that shit. It's over.
And yo, let me tell you, you cats out there better understand, boy. Yep. It's a lot of fucking kids out here and they don't know who their daddy is. And I'm sick of that bullshit. We gotta take fucking control of this shit, people. If you're not gonna wear rubbers, then stop getting that last stroke and making these youngsters, man. Because these young kids, they grow up into fucked up adults, all right? And then they'll be trying to rob me when I'm 60, and I'm gonna bust a cap right in they fucking ass. I'm gonna tell you right now, you think for 1 second that I'm gonna sit up there and shit and try to box these motherfuckers? These kids, yo, I'm 5'11". These fucking kids right now, these kids is 5'11" and they ain't nothing but 13. I don't know what they putting in these burgers and these school lunches, but these kids got a fucking advantage now, man. And I need an advantage. That's what I need. I need a fucking edge. Here's my gun. Blow them motherfuckers clean away and shit, man. Them motherfuckers, yo, it'll be Burn All I Guess Part 2. Them motherfuckers, I'll be sitting on that train and shit, gray haired and everything. Yo, son, give me your motherfucking money. I saw the pow! Not to shot at motherfuckers and shit. I'll try to shoot that motherfucker right in his fucking mouth, yo. The last words that nigga will say is pow. That's the last shit. Give me your money, motherfucker. Pow! That'll be the last shit that motherfucker say. Fuck the bullshit, man. I will blow a motherfucker away. And when you old, it ain't no ill. When you old, you can get away with shit like that. You can do that, yo. Correct me if I'm wrong, you old bastards out there. When you old, you can get away with a lot of shit because the general populace thinks your ass is fucking paranoid and in a nutcase anyway. They think you senile. So you blowing a fucking wig off of these fucking youngsters and shit who making too much noise on the train, you can probably get away with that shit and not spend no fucking jail time at all. Just be like, yo, man, he's old and shit like that. Your lawyer will get you right off. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. All right? But that's the way I'll be at 60, man. All right? Be fathers to these kids, and don't make no kids if you ain't gonna be fathers to them. All right? Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. If a kid is fucked up, he's gonna grow up as an adult and be fucked up as well. Not every kid is lucky enough to have a good father figure or a good uncle that's gonna steer him the right way. The majority of these kids out here ain't got fathers and being raised by dumbass mothers. All right? And that's it. And I'm telling you straight up, that's bullshit. So when I'm old and I see your kid, I don't want to be the one to take him out.